In this tutorial, I'm going to go over the basic steps of moving your feet through a jibe on a directional surfboard. This can be challenging for kiters coming off of twin tips where your stance has been fixed for either direction, but with a few hints and some dedicated practice, the jump to surfboards where you switch your feet for comfortable and efficient riding in both directions doesn't have to be that challenging. The first thing is to nail down the chronology. You need to decide whether you're going to switch your feet before or after you turn the board across the wind. In my opinion, the answer depends upon whether you have a regular or goofy footed stance. I'm a regular foot, so my favorite or most confident tack is riding with my left foot forward. Goofy is the opposite. When I'm on my favorite tack, left foot forward, I'm going to start the jibe with a turn. That way I'm carving on my toe side edge with the confidence of my left foot forward. And when I get almost all the way around, then I switch my feet. When I'm on my unfavored tack, with my right foot forward, I'm going to want to switch my feet before turning, so that when I'm carving around, I'm on my favored or confident tack with my left foot forward. This makes the turn much easier. On my unfavored tack, I tend to bear off to a broad reach prior to switching my feet. This flattens out the board so I'm not trying to balance the board on edge while initiating my footwork. If you're a goofy footer, just do the opposite. Once you have the basic chronology down in your head, then you need to work on your footwork. You want your footwork to be as quick and basic as possible to minimize the possibility of crashing. My jibes are an almost simultaneous hop, which minimizes the potential for error. But when you're starting out, you're going to want to go with a two-step process. You'll start by taking your back foot and bringing it forward, and then immediately move your forward foot back. The delay in between the two steps is usually when your balance goes wrong, either turning the board radically or falling off forward or behind. You should have your kite position relatively high during the footwork stage of the jibe. A lower kite is more likely to pull you off the front of your board when your feet are narrow and your balance is unstable. One of the other big mistakes that most people make is losing all their speed by the time they're switching their feet. It helps if your board is still on a plane when you're completing your footwork. Okay, that's some quick tips to help you with your strapless jibe. Keep in mind the fastest way to master this is to go out in the water and practice as many jibes as possible, at least 30 per session, and don't be afraid to get your hair wet. Thanks for watching, and remember, always use caution.